Hey guys, welcome to the very first IRL commentary. This is my group that I play with regularly, and I'd like to introduce them by their Discord name because real names are scary. We have in the call, we have Katie. Go ahead and say hi.
Hi.
We have Mega Man Joker,
Buenos dias.
and we have my good friend Moist Depression.
Yo,
Today we're probably gonna do one, maybe two IRL streams, or excuse me, IRL games, uh, and just gonna go over commentary. It's gonna be very loose, very just have fun with it. Who cares? If we get distracted, oops, we're a group. We do that. Anyway, let's go ahead and start the first game. Right now we have Katie versus Moist Depression. Katie, what were you playing?
Wow, it looks like
that was your old Chin Pao sleeves.
yeah.
Okay, so was this a Shinpao mirror?
No,
No, this is not a Shinpao mirror. Okay.
no.
Let's go ahead and start it up. We're not going to do audio for these games, mainly because there's a whole bunch of people that did not consent to being on at least audio. Okay, we're gonna just push a whole bunch of shit over. It's cool.
It
Not a
happens
Chin
like
Pao.
twice.
Come on, Katie, get your shit together. Um,
Yeah, no, this is from like 2 weeks ago, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
This is not from Friday. I
you
ha-
can probably tell what I'm playing at this point.
yeah. So we've got Tina versus Shin Pao. And who went first on this one? Does anybody remember?
Um.
All right. I mean, we could just shut up and find out. That's always something we could
Oh, yeah, that's always possible.
do. So, tell me more about the Tina Chimpao um, matchup.
It. So the goal for Tina is always to get your
Hi.
mandatory 7 in the Lost on Use Mirage Gate, then 10 in the Lost on Use Star Requiem. This is a little
We're just
weird
gonna face
because
up on the hand there. It's cool. There you go, Spen. There you go, Moist Depression. Like, okay,
because I know her engine, is the Frigibacks into the Bax caliber, so I'm trying to stop that. But this variant of Tina is the EUIC second place list, so it doesn't run any water energies. But it does use the Bayonet EX and the Baby Bayonet. The Baby Bayonet allows me to send it and all cards attached to it in the lost zone to put a supporter into my hand.
Mm-hmm.
So like what's really cool about that is the baby Bennett, it sends itself and the Shuppet to the lost
Oh,
zone.
okay.
So if I'm at 8 in the lost zone, I can be like, oh, here's 10, add another chorus to my hand. Or chorus, Roxanne, boss's orders.
Just whatever supporter you really need to
I
go
mean,
get the turn
hmm
going.
you just that just means that you just need 6 in the Shuppet, because then you could Shup it for the 2, and if you haven't done your full res yet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I could
but
do that, and then that'll put me at 10.
yeah, okay. So the baby Shuppet's really good for Tina.
Then the Bennett EX is especially hurtful against like Chin Pao because they run so many items. For one psychic energy, it does 30, but it item locks my opponent.
Right, right. And it does look like Katie went first,
hmm
which is cool.
Yeah.
Um,
I remember this game like it felt like in the second turn he already had like 10 in the lost zone. It was so fast.
okay, well we'll watch what he has. So Katie, what are you looking for right now?
Well,
Because you hit
I
double.
hit two cross puffins. Yeah,
Yeah, you.
cross puffins. Yeah. So,
It's
yeah, no, I was just gonna get as much, Frigibacks on
On the field.
on the field as possible. And then I was like, okay, Bidoof for draw and or just, get that going, get Bibarel, and then Manaphy. And then I was like, well, yeah, okay, I need a Shang Pao in there somewhere. Right, so
Right, and I'm guessing you went. I'm guessing you did Manaphy because normally Tina runs Greninja with water energy.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, I did not know that this was like with the Shuppet. I was like, what does that do?
that's fair.
And I learned that real fast.
So I guess what we're trying to think now is, okay, you got the Shin Pao in hand, shuffling, and then what? Play Shin Pao and try to retreat, or do you have a switch?
I don't know. I mean, I do run a switch in there, but I don't know if I had it in hand to do that. I might have had to go to the next turn without
Well,
chivalry chilling.
I,
I don't know.
so then we've got, okay. So you just pass turn,
This game did not go well,
buddy, buddy,
if I remember
Poffin.
correctly.
So do you going back to Moist Suppression? Do you like it without the ability to use Greninja?
No. So like you can use Greninja. It's just I like the waters for the option of the Moonlight Shuriken.
Right. I'm not saying like that's what I meant. Like, do you like this build not being able to attack with Greninja?
No. I like I do like the baby Shuppet or the baby Banette or the
Right.
extra two in the Lost Zone. But with the option with the no option of using Greninja as an attacker, I don't really like that a whole lot.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Does this run a one of Cram?
Yes.
Okay. So that's smart with the Manaphy though. The Cram isn't necessarily something you need. Um.
I
Yeah,
think the second I think my
I saw
second
his,
turn is really where I pop off.
yeah.
Heavy ball. That makes sense.
He
So,
did his whole when I watched this magic trick thing
want to see a magic trick?
or pro gamer move, and I was like, oh no, already?
um, one thing we should do in the future is if we're gonna have a lost zone, we need to put dice on top of the lost zone so we know how many are in there.
I
Yeah,
don't
for
remember
the
if I did that or not.
yeah. He usually do.
Okay, there it is. Cool,
Yeah,
cool, cool.
there, yeah.
Cool.
But those clear dice, it's kind of hard to see.
Well, it's because it's like a okay. So it just turned pass for you, Katie.
No, I think he's still.
I'm
No.
still going.
Oh, you're still going?
Yeah.
Because you have two cards in hand. You only had one when you passed turn.
I don't remember what I did.
No, I'm talking about Katie. She only had one card in hand when she passed her first turn, and then she
Oh,
drew
okay.
it. It looked like she just drew.
Probably
passed
drop True Pass.
turn. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, this is where I start, like, really going
Because
off.
what it's like right now,
And
it's
I'm
like
like,
5, 6, 7.
he already put one. Wait, right? One of the. Now I'm like, okay, holy moly, this lost zone's growing.
You got a bunch in there. I know that. So did you not? Did you just not untap your Comfy yet?
Probably not. Yeah, I probably forgot.
Okay, that makes sense. Switch into Tina. Is that Tina in hand?
Yeah.
We have V-Star in hand? We do have V-Star in
Yeah.
hand. Here we go. Pop off. Grass. Psychic.
Yeah, he already used a Mirage Gate, right? The card, little shiny.
he just used Mirage Gate.
Yeah. And I was like, oh my gosh, he's already got enough in there to do that, and
Just takes
A
the
shred.
knockout.
Yeah, use Shred.
Yeah, you don't need to do a whole bunch, do you? with that.
The discard pile looks like it is.
So yeah, there I finally get to use chill.
The discard pile looks like it's like, hey, I didn't sign that NDA.
I'm telling you right now that it almost is like that discard is hitting with the anime like glasses guy.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Okay, we have 10 in Lost Zone.
And after that, I mean, doesn't really matter how much more is in there.
It doesn't matter how much goes in, but sometimes it's nice to throw stuff into the Lost Zone that you know you're not going to need for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
Like Poffins.
Exactly, like Poffins or like the old Battle VIP Pass. Oh, if you have your phones, because I just did it, go ahead and...
Sorry.
No, it was my phone. But if you have your phones, just that way it doesn't pick up on the recording. So you wouldn't start Requiem, you would just Lost Impact on a Shen Pao.
Yeah.
So do you ever use Star Requiem in this matchup?
The only point in this matchup, I would still use it on a Chin Pao, because I'm always constantly keeping, a running check and how many energies I have left.
Right.
So if I only have the option for 2 energies, like the Psychic and the Grass, I will Star Requiem, so I can at least preserve those 2 energies.
Hey, look at Mega Man's shoes over there. What are those?
What are those?
Yeah. He's coming to see like how bad this is going for me. Like I'm using a Frigibax. I think I'm doing like a 30 or something.
So was this just bad hands, or do you think we
Oh,
need
it's
to...
just bad. Yeah.
Do you think
Well, first he took my draw out, and that just totally like killed any
momentum?
Yeah, any momentum, and then I also wasn't drawing. Like with Shang Pao, if you don't have like Bax Caliber up by second turn, like it's not gonna go good. The outlook isn't.
Gotcha.
I also think we were teaching Katie a little bit about sequencing with Chin Pao, because it's the main, it's the most important thing with Chin Pao is sequencing.
Yeah, it's very similar to the way Dialga runs. Is sequencing is super important in the very early game. If you can't get your turn 1, sometimes turn 2, Arven and TM Evo, you're too slow. So with this, would it be beneficial to run an Arven in, or more Arven than probably is necessary in Shen Pao?
Sorry,
I
go
don't
ahead.
I don't run any Arvins in Chin Pao.
Yeah, it's got
Irida
Irida.
Irida is
Okay,
a little bit more.
Irida's way better. I forgot about that.
Irida's
Irida's way better.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
do you run any Luminion?
It used to. I don't think the list does now because of the Bidoof barrels. They use up those.
Because I feel like just a one of Luminion.
Yeah.
That way you're kind of gonna guarantee, or higher chances of guaranteeing your Irida for on turn 2 or turn 1. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, and also if you're going up against stall or something that's milling, you could always send it back to the deck. Get a few cards back in there if you had Luminion in there.
Yeah, exactly. Like in Shen Pao, I don't think Luminion gets hurt because you still use the water energies.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, the water energies do go back, but like you can then use its attack to just get rid of that 2 prize card liability. And you could probably pop it early enough where you're able to take something small like a Comfy and still get a prize card out of it.
Yeah, see, oh no, so I finally got the barrel up. Okay.
Yeah, you got the barrel up last turn.
Okay. Yeah, I think there's one point where like Mega Man Joker is like, "Oh no, you can do that. You need to do it the other way around." Like I can't remember. I was
You're sequencing. You're sequencing.
yeah,
Wasn't
I
there?
was yeah, I
Oh
was
yeah,
I think it was
I
a
remember.
super rod. I needed to super rod the energy back in before I chilled, and then superior retrieval, right? I think that's what it was.
No.
No,
Yes.
no, you needed you needed a superior. You basically use the energy to retreat, right? And then you basically took that energy because you needed two to retreat. And then after you basically retreated, you then super rotted those two back in, so that way you could get the other four that were in there. So it was just how do you get those other two? Like how do you get cycle those two back into your hand?
And like now I'm item locked. I remember that
Yeah,
happened for a bit.
Banette's like, hey, you want to see something cool?
Yeah.
You don't get to use those.
You don't get to use those rare candies that you probably have in your hand.
Oh yeah. See, I don't even have a Baxcalibur out. Oh
No,
yeah.
yeah,
No.
he stopped you there.
Yeah, no, and it gets even more toxic because it can do big damage for how many trainer cards are in your hand.
Yeah, with Poltergeist, because it's what 60 per trainer card. So we got one
Yep.
60,
Like I
one
have two
20.
Baxcalibur ups.
So
but
120,
no.
120. So you're at 180 now.
Hmm.
But at least you can use items. Those pink dice show up pretty good on camera, so we might try to use good dice, not purple on purple dice. Do you think this will be the more popular Tina build moving forward? Or do you think it's a higher level or higher caliber Tina build?
Uh, I know for me personally, I won't be using it going forward. I honestly think this list was just kind of a giant tech for EUIC
So it's like
for,
right place, right time.
yeah, for Charizard at least. But I do see a way of fitting in the 1/1 line of the baby Banette and the Shuppet.
Okay. Like, okay. I mean, we'll go over list details in a bit. Um, but yeah, go ahead and send me. Do you have the list readily available?
I can get it to you.
If you can get it to me in text form, that would be awesome. Did you build it on TCG Player?
No.
Okay, because I went and used the crystal for TCG Player, so that Banette's in the. We have that Banette now. If you wanted to build it on TCG Player.
I was just gonna screen grab.
Well, I need to convert it to text. That way
Okay.
I can put it on screen. Or you know what? Just send me the picture. I'll put it on screen that way, and then we can look at it there.
Yeah, no. So it was like he killed my pal, but I could finally or my pal was like on life support,
Yeah,
but I
like
could finally get Baxcalibur up.
right. And you only have 2 price cards. It looks like.
Yeah.
Depression.
Or
Mm.
So honestly, this is just easy to get.
yeah, I get the Lost Zone like filled up. I mean, he lost Zone Sableye, but it was he would have had Sableye.
Right.
You know,
I
tease
didn't
too.
feel like I needed save light in that
Oh,
particular instance.
Yeah. It's really handy having the baby Shuppet.
Hmm. Is the footage paused?
Yeah, I'm adding something. I'm trying to add
Okay.
that picture so we can see the list. Let's see. I need to add. We'll just add the image itself. So this is what Isaiah Bradner's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that Iron Leaves is almost useless outside the Charizard matchup. Almost.
I didn't even see it during this game.
So that's what it is for, though. It's always
It's for
the
the Charizard matchup.
Okay. So if you were to change, because you said you'd get rid of the Banette EX.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So would you get rid of another Shuppet and just make it a 1/1 line?
Yes.
Okay, at that point, would you do to get the water back in to use your Greninja? What would you do?
I would
So we're gonna
take out the
make it a 1/1 line. Add 2 water for sure. Would
yeah,
you
for sure.
change anything else?
I would
Would you come down on the jet energies?
probably run 3 jets.
So
add another
so
water.
So 5-4-3-3.
Yeah.
Okay, that's how you would probably run it if you were going to run this list.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that makes sense. All right, let's get back into this. Because I think this game's coming down to
Oh yeah.
to the end of the wire. Yeah, we only got 4 minutes left in the video, so.
Because I have the boss in my hand.
Yeah, I remember.
Okay. So that's what you're waiting
Tyler,
for.
Yeah, Tyler, like this is. Oh, sorry, Mega Man. This is where he's like helping me, and he's like, no, do it this way, and then I do it, and then, Moist Depression's just like, oh, I got boss, and I was like, oh well.
But you don't
There you
have
go.
boss at hand right now, do you?
I do.
Oh, you do. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're literally just waiting for your turn.
Yes. This is the sequencing part I was talking to you about.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to kind of like, hey, you should do this before doing this, so you can make sure you have all your energies in your hand.
It looks like you
before
do
the
run.
knockout.
It looks like you do run a Luminion. Was that not a Luminion?
I don't.
That looked like a Luminion. That's a Luminion hand.
Oh, you know what it does? It does. Yeah, it runs 1. I think.
Yeah, you would only want to run 1, but
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
That's why I bought the different version, because the one that I have in there right now, the promo version, it scares me.
yeah, it's a bad CGI picture.
It's a bad.
It's like in mid spin, but it's staring into your soul while it does it.
Yeah.
You want to see a magic trick?
Joker, no.
I'm going back on the deck.
Hey there, Batman.
Wait.
Hey there, Batman.
This Pokemon I got here, Batman.
Okay, so yeah, this is some serious jump in, try to figure out what the hell is going on.
Yeah, because like before this, I hadn't played PAL in like forever.
I was about to say it was pre Rift, wasn't it? Paradox Rift was the last.
Yeah, no, I That was like it was like a year ago, and
Yeah, so like
at the
fair enough,
beginning
yeah.
of the season, this year's season, where I was playing PAL with Palkia,
Yeah,
which
I remember.
has a little bit more like, I mean it has way more cannon fodder for Tina,
So kind of
so
what we were telling her here
yeah.
is you can get the 6 energies. You have to super rod first, put 2 back in, right? Then superior, get the 4, shivery for the 2 that you put in with super rod.
Right. Okay.
You know, yeah, Moist Depression's like helping me out here and everything. He's like, I got boss.
So but you can attack this turn to knock out that
Yes.
Tina, right?
Yeah.
And you need 6 in Lost Zone, or 6 attached.
Yeah, 6 attached, yes.
So how are you gonna?
Cram!
I am, yeah.
Oh, you're down to 1. I thought you were still down to 2.
Yeah, see, there you go.
Okay.
I knock it out, and then he just
And just bosses, get rid
up.
of it. Yeah. That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense.
And I was like, there it is, there it is.
There it is. There it was. Tell you what. Ooh,
water. Yeah, my last 2 energy in
So
there.
how many energy do you run? 8?
8, yeah.
I don't know. I almost feel like 9 would be. Oh, but you also so you run it with hands too. Okay, so you do run it
Yeah,
with
hands is in there.
Okay.
Yeah, just, I wasn't drawing anything, so I definitely wasn't. I was just trying to get the deck to do what it's supposed to do before I, try to. I definitely don't know how to play it very well with hands because I'm not used to it. I'm used to the Palkia.
Right.
So
Okay, and that's where it ends.
hands
Okay.
for Chimpao is more of a, if you have it, you have it.
Mm-hmm.
So like if you're, like I've had my lightning energy prize, so I'm like, I don't really need the hands right now. Let me just discard it with like Ultra Ball or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what I probably end up doing more times than not because I need something for the Ultra Ball.
Okay, let me fix this. We're going to go to full screen on this. Unfortunately, we were taping in a weird way, or we were recording in a weird way, so we're going to get this black and...
Can you rotate it?
These black bars. I don't think so.
Oh no, that's rewind.
Yeah, these are rewinds.
I know you can rotate it on. Yeah. Oh, there
we
you
can
go.
rotate it, but it's even smaller now.
Oh, okay.
What you can do is pull the media player out of the
This is full
bounds.
Screen. Oh yeah, I guess we could do that. Yeah, we'll go ahead and.
It just will make it kind of
Pixelated.
a pain to press the play button.
No, it won't, because I just go to the media player to play it.
Yeah, like that.
I'm a little surprised at how, like, it looks. It doesn't look as good as it could, but it looks like it looks like someone just told me this is 720.
Yeah, and that's okay. We can do with that. We'll go ahead and play. This was my game. This was my game against Blaze. I am going to be up top, and Blaze is going to be down on the bottom. He is playing Guardy, and I think I'm playing Zoro. I could be wrong though. We'll go ahead and get to the actual.
Oh, when you press played, it like zoomed in.
That's
okay.
that's like super zoomed in.
Is it?
Yeah. You
Yeah.
can make it small
shit.
again. Oh, that's cool. So it rotated it, and then it looked small, but it fixed itself once you hit play.
It was a grower, not a shower.
None of this in my Christian Minecraft server.
Okay, so at least we've okay.
There we go.
Yeah, that'll work. Let me get to where we're playing. No, I played Zerker. I played Berserker, and he played Guardian. Here we go. We'll get to the matchup. Berserker. This is not the build I put online either. This is the build that is just for the kids, so it's even weaker than it normally would be. Where it's not running quite the draw power that it needs to. One person in the comments of the Berserker actually stated that Ultra Ball's not good in this deck, and he's completely right. Ultra Ball's really bad in this. If anything, I would personally go for Great Ball. That way you're only using one if you don't get your Dunsparce.
Mm-hmm.
Versus using 3 cards and then get the Dunsparce and then use 3 cards, and then get 3 cards off the Dunsparce. So basically, you went, you voided what you did. You didn't gain any damage for Berserker. So I think Great Ball, you only lose 1 if you don't hit, and that's okay. And if you do hit a Pokemon of any kind, you still void out. So you're not really worried about. You're really not worried about the damage that you could be doing.
Mm-hmm.
Double Nest Ball. I'm pretty sure I go and get the Venus.
The what I've learned by playing Guardy is like you don't want to start off with the Drifloon or the Screamtail. Like I would have started off with a Route on the chopping block.
He's trying to show his hand to the camera. He's like 13, so he's hamming it up. He's probably his first time ever on camera.
Yeah. No, because I think one of my first matches with using Guardy, like I did that too. I was like, oh, well, Drifloon is my attacker. Let me put it up first. And then...
I don't think it matters who you start with, because as long as you can get your TM Evo and you can get 2 Ralts down, you're good to go.
Yeah.
You knocked out my 1 prize Drifloon. Who cares? It's a very who cares kind of...
Well, I mean, then you have to dig for Super Rod to get it back in there.
Yeah, but you're going to draw so much with 2 Kirlia. You're drawing 4 with Kirlia. Plus your supporter for turn.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, early game, all you want to do is get your TM Evo. It doesn't matter who you put up.
Yeah. Yeah, I just... can't remember if the list... Mega Man Joker runs has TM Evo.
Oh yeah, of course it does. It has 2.
Well, I think that matchup that I'm talking about, it was against Future Hands, and so that Miraidon was just knocking out. It knocked out my Drifloon and my...
Yeah, you're too worried about the prize race too early.
Yeah.
Guardy is a comeback deck, just like Charizard.
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't worry about... If you go down 3 prizes to nothing, and you don't have a Gardevoir up, maybe kind of worry. But, like, if it's like, oh, I've down 2 prizes, but now I have my Guardy up, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Because even with all the Iron Crowns, Iron Hands can't do enough damage to you, to your Guardy. Because it's 160 plus 80. He's not hitting 310.
Yeah.
And if you
I
really,
think in the
if you really want
matchup yesterday... sorry, go ahead.
No, and if you really want to be a jerk, you can put your Hero's Cape on your Guardy and make sure he doesn't get the KO.
Yeah.
I haven't put... So I'm going to need you to on the shared drive that we have, just throw those videos that you took on your phone.
Oh, did you make a share drive?
Well, you sent me the link for the shared drive.
Oh, that link is just to sign up for one.
I thought we had one for the NAIC stuff.
Do we?
Well, because you and I were editing that Word document.
Yeah, I think it was just a Word document that was shared, not a
Oh,
folder.
okay.
Let me go check. Because I could just throw it up on there.
Yeah, I mean, you can make the folder on my account since I have. We're talking like on a Google Drive one, right?
Yeah, but I mean,
Correct.
either way.
So you got two Dunsparce. What does sorry, not Dunsparce,
I do it
Dunsparce.
all.
What does
I do it.
Radiant?
So I do make that mistake literally the entire video that I just put out. So don't worry about it.
Yeah,
Radiant Venusaur. It's a bad card in this deck. As I've played it more, I realize that it's kind of worthless. It's a dead card most of the time. But its ability is at the end of your turn. If you don't have 4, draw up to 4. Even after you've attacked, it activates after everything. Like as you're passing turn, the last thing
yeah.
you do is draw 4.
How very Yu-Gi-Oh of it.
It's one of the few cards that bends the rules, honestly.
Yeah.
But in this particular deck, if you hit me with a Judge or an Iono, it doesn't do me any good until the end of my next turn. So getting rid of it and adding a 1/1 line of Babarrel would be so much better.
And have more draw.
Well, you'd be able to use Babarrel your turn.
Yeah.
Is the important part.
I mean,
So
or
he's
replace it
finally
with the best
got one
Pokemon there
Kirlia,
is.
He's got one Kirlia up.
and he used not Mana Feature
He used
Jirachi to get energy.
to get two basic energy in his hand. He's not doing it terribly wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. He's doing
Is that your Pokestop or his?
That's my Pokestop because it's upside down.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, no. The right way to do it is to get rid of that Radiant Venusaur. I could update the list. I'll probably in a couple weeks update the list and do better.
Will you leave the kids deck like it is, or?
Yeah, I'll probably leave the kids deck. I don't want to, because all the kids decks are fairly balanced. Oh, that was so I could give Blaze the Pokemon, or that way I could give him the YouTube channel and my Discord. And I think here I go and get the Dunsparce, which again is just objectively not correct. I can't say it's objectively not correct. It's correct because I still see 3 more cards, but I lose out on damage output.
So Berserker, it does its damage based on how many cards in hand?
Yeah, it does 20 for each card in hand.
Yeah.
So using an Ultra Ball, you technically use 3 cards out of your hand. 1 for the Ultra Ball and 2 for the discard. And then if you go and get a Dunsparce, it gives you 3. So all you've done is just put it back. Essentially put your hand back to where it was. Although that Pokestop got me 2, so I'm okay with that. Okay, use the Dunsparce. I like the Dunsparce. Honestly, it made the deck so much faster and so much easier to keep your hand big. Keep your hands big.
Do you think it has a place in with the Tinkatonk? Because that's another one that one uses has cards in hand for.
Honestly, I would use Berserker as a backup and not as a main. In Tinkaton, but also the Dunsparce definitely goes in. Definitely goes in a Tinkaton build.
Oh, I love the grabber card. That's so fun.
It's a little bit of disruption.
Put it back.
Put it back. Yeah, there we go. Ham it up again, Blaze. It's cool. I don't know. I don't think I do anything here. I think I just feeling fine. Bravery Charm there. That way you can't knock it out real quick. That's right. And switch. I think I'm worried about. I can't remember what I'm worried about. And then I pass. Yeah, I don't know what I'm worried about here. I don't know why I did that. It doesn't make sense to me. I got 5 in hand. Yeah, Blaze did a good job. I think some of his deck just didn't work the way he wanted it to, and I think because he's still so new and he's, like I said, he's only 13. His sequencing isn't always great.
Yeah, and he chose a hard deck to learn
Well,
sequencing in.
that's a lot of what he just had in his collection.
Yeah.
His collection, yeah.
Like he
Yeah.
really is just using what he has, and I mean, of course, we've helped quite a bit with his collection, but he's doing what he can. Being Guardy player, Mega Man, in an optimized Guardy list, what are you thinking here?
Oh, he actually stepped away for a second.
Oh, okay, don't worry about
it. He had to use the potty.
We don't need to say that on.
Okay, I'm sorry. He had to use the restroom.
Spencer, what are we thinking?
Let's see. I'm still getting back in the swing of Guardy, but this is where Team Evo can be kind of important.
Yeah.
Just in case you can't find, your Curly is, turn 1, turn 2. You can attach it to like that Jirachi in the active and use Team Evo and get both of your Curlies out. Then by the time you're done using Curlia and by the time you have enough Psychic Energies in the discard pile, you can go ahead and evolve into Gardevoir.
For sure.
And start swinging with Drifloon.
Rip the stop. Another 2. I love it. He's like, what does this do? He's like, oh, yeah. Oh, well, I use all the cards have abilities. This isn't great. Swinging for like 180, I think. I don't know. We don't. When it's knocked out, we don't think we put anything down. I think I have boss in hand. I'm not sure. I think that's boss at the very end. See, I don't think he has a Radiant Greninja, so we might want to try to see if we can get Blaze a Radiant Greninja.
Get one for him.
Yeah, or at least a proxy.
Yeah. Flutter Mane.
Yeah.
The Flutter Mane is also a very important starter.
Yeah, because it locks out abilities.
Mm-hmm.
It can lock a Shinpao out. It can lock out a Charizard.
The Klefki can also be a good starter too.
But do you need to run one? Do you need to run both? I feel like you don't. You run one or the other.
Well, Klefki is all basics. So it can shut off. Like if I'm playing against Shinpao with Guardian, I have the Klefki in the active. They can't use Shinpao or Radiant Greninja.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah, that battle deck that just came out for the Gardevoir, that had a Klefki in it, right?
No, it did not.
Oh, it didn't. You added that? Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I've got another Nimona in hand. I'm not really worried about it here. Um,
What does Nimona do again? Is it just draw three?
it's a hop, it's a berry, it's a
Yeah.
Tierno, it's a Charon. It's literally just draw three. It's
Hop, how?
hop, how, yeah, Charon. The not Charon's care, Charon.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd have done that. I don't know that I'd got. I mean, I guess it doesn't hurt. Okay, he's got his rare candy, but he doesn't need it. Oh, that's cute. I think it's at this point I decide I need to go get the Scyther. Okay, he does.
Yeah, because you're like, I'm gonna have to deal with the.
Yep. Okay. No, I top deck Scyther with energy down.
That's amazing.
I'll draw 3 real quick, and the Dunsparce runs away. Like I love the Dunsparce in this deck. It is so much fun. So much fun. But yeah, I would definitely get rid of the Radiant Venusaur.
What did the Radiant Venusaur do again?
Its ability is at the end of your turn. If you don't have it, draw up to 4.
Okay. Yeah, and in Berserker, you're always wanting a giant hand size, so it's kind of him being in there is kind of redundant.
It's there for the Iono or Judge, but it only happens at the like if they hit you with Iono or Judge, that's fine, but you're not able on your turn after that to get it up and running.
Mm.
So whereas a 1/1 line of Babarrel, I'd be able to draw up to 5 my turn, kind of refreshing the hand.
Yeah.
This is where I go. That's cool. That's cute. We'll go ahead and just boss that up.
Yoink that Drifloon real quick.
I'll play Grabber. Yeah, just put the Waltz away. Yeah, that's one of those. No, it's at the bottom of your deck. Did we not correct that?
Oh no.
Oh man.
No.
I'm gonna feel bad if we don't correct that. I mean, it's a Ralt. It's not gonna win him the game, but also like I'm gonna feel bad. I don't think we corrected it. No, we definitely didn't correct it at this point. I think at one point, and I like Blaze. He's a good kid. He's a good kid, but I think at one point he was like, "I just want to be able to beat you," so I decided to start using the same sleeves you use. I'm like, fucking sleeves don't matter.
That means he likes you.
Well, Artisan. Okay, we're gonna do this. See, but this is where that Ralts could have come in. He could have put that Ralts down, but I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
I think he runs 2 Drifloon and a Screamtail, which I'm not opposed to. I know a lot of people run 1 Drifloon. I feel like 2 Drifloon is a good call.
Yeah.
This is what's crazy is that his cards are the other way right now.
Oh no, his cards are all the ways.
Oh my gosh. Oh no.
His cards are all the different ways. He does not have OCD like all of us do.
And he'll get there.
No. You can only play 1 per turn.
Yeah.
He's still learning.
Yeah, no, and I corrected him. He's thinking. What are you gonna do, buddy?
Hopefully he's if he did get grounded, hopefully it was just for 1 week.
Oh, I don't know if he got grounded. I don't think he got grounded off of that. I'd imagine he didn't.
That's some good draw.
Yeah. Well,
What is that card? Faulkner?
Faulkner. I think it's draw 2, and if there's a stadium, draw 2 more.
Oh, okay.
Like we said, he plays with what he has. It's not even like he can't optimize and go. He's 13. Doesn't even have a job. But I think maybe we should probably get what he has and see if we can't build him up to
Mm-hmm.
an actual competitive Guardy list. I mean, but between all four of us, we should have
Oh
plenty of
yeah.
cards.
Well, I mean, he's got pride because there's sometimes where I've been like, oh, okay, well, do you want to use this? And then he's like, no, I've got my deck, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Well, I can understand him wanting to use his deck, but I think maybe we should be
Yeah.
able to try to bring him up to a
Oh,
competitive
yeah.
Guardy. Because like when we gave him all those Curlias, he didn't think twice. He was like,
Oh, that's true.
he was like, I gotta go put these in my deck right now.
Yeah.
He didn't even breathe when we gave it to him. He was just like, I gotta go. It's like, calm down, kid. You're good.
Yeah, no, I feel bad I didn't get those to him earlier because
Well, he wasn't
I've
there.
had those Curlius for ages.
I don't remember what we're sitting here talking about. I don't remember what we're sitting here talking about. I think I'm trying to do the math.
Oh,
I think I'm trying to do the math with this one. Seeing if I have enough damage on the Scyther, but I always forget that Mimikyu's weak to metal. I always forget that.
So is Curly
Yeah, Curly is weak to metal. Mimikyu's weak to metal.
oh, I thought Psychic was weak to grass. No, that's dark. Sorry.
That's certain dark. Because like
So Psychic is weak to metal.
so psychic. So for game balancing purposes, when Sword and Shield came out, they got rid of the fairy type.
Yeah.
And so Fairy got folded into Psychic, and Poison got folded into Dark, which is why Gengar EX is weak to fighting.
Mm. So sad. Fairy type's gone.
Oh, I'm glad fairy types are
Fairy-
freaking gone.
Fairy type was so busted.
Oh, they were just like too strong.
Too
No,
strong, and it added an imbalance of... It added an imbalance to just the game at whole. I felt.
Yeah, playing against
Sylveon.
Carnivore and Sylveon.
Yeah, I was going to say Sylveon
God.
Guardy GX. I want to talk about a stall deck.
Or we can go back to ADP.
I don't know why people think ADP was so toxic.
I'm gonna do 30 more damage to take an extra prize for everything else during the rest of the game.
Skill issue. That's what I heard. Skill issue.
That's not what I heard.
Well, that might not be what you said, but it's definitely what I heard.
I'm guessing that's what Richard played.
I mean, I borrowed it a couple times. I never built it. That ADP was at the point where I was like, you know what? I need to focus on getting things squared away in life. So I was kind of like, no.
That segues
He
into
played
today's sponsor,
Blacephalon.
ADP.
Yeah, the payroll specialist company, ADP.
Yeah.
To get your life into a financial situation where you can actually do something, call ADP. Otherwise, just play ADP.
What is ADP? Arceus, Palkia,
Dialga.
Dialga. Okay.
At locals, you'll notice that hero's cape is probably a little wonky. That is because that hero's cape is a proxy. And then he knocks me out, and I go, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing with Guardy. It's just like I don't deal well with like the whole because I think you have to like really know your prize. What is it? The prize race? Like
Prize mapping, prize race.
mapping?
Yeah, you
I
need
think you
your
have to.
mapping.
Yeah, since they're like you're always just sending them out on a suicide mission. They're gonna, it's they hit and then they're gonna die. So I think that's like one reason like I didn't do that well with it, because I'm used to Charizard, like a lot of HP, and it's gonna take a couple. Hopefully, it's gonna take a couple times to knock me out. And you're only making me stronger, so like trying to play Guardy after playing Zard for so long, I definitely like I could not get a grasp on the prize mapping.
Because you need 11 energies plus the Hero's Keep on a Drifloon to Oko a Charizard.
Yeah.
Well, you need 11 damage. You don't need necessarily 11 energy.
Oh, not 11. Yeah, 11 damage counters. So you need 6 energies.
See, that's where the wonky math of Drifloon shows up. Like, how many energies do I need?
Yeah, because it's 30, right? And
It's 30 for each damage.
Energy.
Hey, bro, I heard you like Pokemon. You want a math equation?
No,
I don't want to have a degree in calculus just to play this game.
which is why I don't play Magic. This is why I don't play Yu-Gi-Oh.
You need a master's degree in creative writing to play Yu-Gi-Oh.
You really do. Or just, don't take a shower. That's how you can start playing Yu-Gi-Oh.
That was wild that they had to implement that rule.
No, it's not. Have you met Yu-Gi-Oh players? I
Yes.
just play with them, so...
Yeah, we have. And we have that group that plays at our store. And
yeah.
There's a reason why those air fresheners...
There's a reason why we don't go there on Saturdays.
okay.
Hey, they make fun of us as much as we make fun of them.
I think
You
I
don't have
should.
to defend yourself here.
I think I should have gone for the deck out, but I don't remember how many cards he had. He's gonna use get rid of your TMs, bud. Don't.
Winning is winning. We got to tell them that next time.
Well,
we see
yeah,
them.
but like get rid of the TMs you're not using, bud. Like that Turbo Energize that you got just randomly in your hand for no reason. Ooh, Blaze! I saw that little pinky pulling on that bottom prize card. Better watch it, bud.
So he's ultra balling.
Yeah, I would have got rid of the TM Evo. I've told him he needs to pull that Mewtwo out, and he said no. He is like, been like, absolutely not.
See what I mean? Like that's why I'm like, I don't know, how. Like, we'll get all the cards together and see what he's willing to take to help get his Guardy better.
I think Mega Man should be playing Blaze and do the Guardy Mirror and see how he does.
Yeah. So he can, he can show him like, hey, this is why we have this instead of this.
That's kind of the problem, is that I've shown him, like, I've even beaten this Gardevoir deck, and I think he even took some of the stuff that I showed him, but he lives and dies on that Mewtwo.
It's true. He does. He's adamant that this Mewtwo is the best card he's ever had. And I think part of it is also because he pulled the Mewtwo from a pack, so he's got like sentimental value.
Well, you know what they say, what you can't do with one, you just electric generator with the other.
Well, it needs psychic energy, so you have to.
Yeah.
Oh, I know it's completely useless, but you could still generate her with it.
Oh, you mean you can still put if you use well, it'd have to be on your bench.
Yeah, it would be, but you could use electric generator, put electric energy on it for absolutely no reason.
Yeah, doesn't it only need 2 psychic energies too?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it only needs 2 psychic energies.
Yeah.
But that's why, like, because it's a bad card in Guardy, because you can't psychic embrace. Is that what it is? Is that what
Yeah.
Guardy's ability is? You can't Psychic Embrace to it. Because it's an electric
Psychic.
Pokemon.
Yeah, Psychic Embrace is only the psychic Pokemon.
So I'm trying. I've tried.
It's kind of funny.
I didn't
you know,
try too hard though. I'll admit, I didn't try too hard.
It's. I was just thinking about it. It's called Psychic Embrace. It's like, and it hurts. It's like a. I'm giving you a painful hug.
And then I'm just gonna attack. I'm going ham. I'm going all in. I grab all the cards.
Yeah.
I grab all the cards. I'm not crucifixing around.
Yeah, you're like, I'm gonna knock out this. How much HP does it have?
230. There's
230,
there's
okay.
100. There's 200. There's 300. 360 damage. Die, Mewtwo, die.
And your last Dunsparce.
Yeah,
was
of course,
in there.
it's prized.
The prizes. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because those cards are the ones that would have saved you. Calm down, Blaze. He's gonna punch Mewtwo. Over here thinking he's Ash from the movie. He thinks he's gonna resurrect all his Pokemon.
Hey, you know what? If you were a Pokemon, right, you could probably tank a hit, but he chose to put up a reflect barrier because he knows the strength training Ash has done. The guy can literally carry a Larvitar, which is like 600 pounds, and he carries it like it's just a regular animal.
Oh yeah, have you seen the math that's used on? Okay, we're not gonna show off the other Discord.
Yeah, I need to know Ash's strength training regimen.
For real, have you seen? Because he throws logs into a river to save said Larvitar, and each log probably weighs close to like 4,000 pounds, and he's just chucking them.
Yeah,
he's just chugging them. There's also another one.
There's
also another one. Yeah, there's also another one where it shows off his weird kid strength, where he's holding Cosmog, and Cosmog weighs like an ungodly amount because it is just made of dark matter. I can't remember what it is. Somebody's out there to look it up, but it's like Cosmog weighs a ton.
in his Pokedex entry, it says he weighs like 0.2 pounds.
0.2 pounds?
Yeah.
Then
I think that's Cosmoem.
yeah, I think that's Is it Cosmoem? It's one of the one of the ones that evolve into Solgaleo.
Yeah. No, the Cosmo. Yeah, Cosmo is 2,000. Is basically a ton.
Yeah.
Cosmoem is over 2,000 pounds.
Yeah, and he's just like holding it and carrying it like it's no big deal. He's like he throws it around in the anime like he's playing with it, and it's like, Ash, calm down. You do not need to show off. I think that's good. I think we've got over an hour of recording that's been done. Any final thoughts from anybody? Okay, I'll go around the room and ask for your final thoughts then, since nobody wants to just speak up. Mega Man, what are your final thoughts on the two games we watched?
So, it was actually quite interesting with the it really sucks that POW had a really slow start, because I would have rather seen both full power, both Tina and Chang POW at full power, to see like what kind of the prize trade would have kind of been like. And with yours and Blaze's match, I mean, typically these are like, we have to play with such neutered decks because otherwise it'd just be a one-sided fist fight. But I think with Blaze, it almost sometimes you need it to be, because it seems to be the only thing that gets a fire under his butt.
Yeah, when you just absolutely dominate him.
Yeah. Then he's like, oh shit,
Yeah,
I need to prepare for this.
Let's help him get let's
Yeah,
help
no,
him
for
get at
sure.
least a Greninja. We got to get some more psychic energy in the discard.
Yeah, even if it's just a proxy.
Yeah.
I'll do that at work. I'll just print off a proxy for him.
Oh well, I mean, I think we have an extra Greninja.
There's no need to use a real Greninja right now.
Okay,
He's not going to tournaments, so
that's true.
Like when he starts going to tournaments, when he starts going to like cups and challenges, and he's like, "No, I really want to actually make a go at this," and his parents let him.
Yeah.
Then we can get him the real cards. But until then, just let him flounder. let him flounder with a proxy. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Katie, what are your final thoughts?
Yeah, I would. With the first match, it would have been cool to see. Well, I don't know. I think it went really well. Like, still, I know because sometimes real Shang Pao matches go like that. Like,
It's
I
kind
remember
of a make or break deck.
Yeah, and that's why I think that's like why I stopped playing it, because it's just like they were calling it, I've heard them call it that too, like greedy. It's like you have to have all those energies and stuff, and but it was really cool to see the Shuppets in action like that. It felt like a flash that his lost box was like ready to start Requiem, and I was like, poof, like I can't imagine if you like ran two Shuppets like that. That would be insane. But yeah, no, and on this match, yeah, it was it's cool to see Berserker in action. It kind of sucks that like uh Tikatan is like a two-stage Pokemon, so it feels like it's a stunted version of this. It would be cool if it had a little bit more power like this one does, but it's cool to see one that it uses all the cards in hand to
to do damage.
Yeah, to do damage. So
Right,
yeah, it was
right.
fun.
And Mr. Moist Depression, how are you feeling there, bud? What are your final thoughts?
Chin Pao, like there's duality of both Chin Pao and Tina. Like I've definitely had some Chin Pao games to where like I'm not getting my Bax calibers to like turn 2 or 3, and I'm like, come on.
Right.
Where I'm already behind on prizes, then it's the same thing with Tina. Like, um, where are my choruses, right? Or where are my Tinas?
Right.
I had down in San Antonio, I had one match. I think it was like round 2 or 3 or something like that, to where 2 of my Tina V stars were prized near the top of my prize cards.
Mm-hmm.
So, needless to say, I wasn't finding those anytime soon.
Right.
But I think the same can go for kind of any deck, really, on the whole consistency thing.
Right. I mean, even Charizard's going to have bad days where it's just going to be like, well, I just don't get any of my Pidgeys or any of my rare candies. I guess we're just going to sit here and take the L. Like, even the best deck in format has bad days and can be shuffled poorly or can just RNG for the day.
Yeah.
Like, every deck can be good or bad. Because, like, it also goes the same for, like, just a deck you pull off the shelf with, like, a difficulty 1 rating. You can sometimes pop off with just starter deck.
Mm-hmm.
And it just all goes exactly the way that the deck thinks it should go. But also, those decks are built to teach. So, like, most of the time they don't pop off and they're not real strong one way or the other.
Yeah.
But every deck has really good days and every deck has really bad days. I think you're right. My final thoughts on it, I enjoyed playing with Blaze. I enjoyed watching the Shin Pao match. I'd like to sit down as a group and try to figure out how to get Shin Pao to work a little better. I know you've played with Katie's list, Moist Depression. What are your thoughts on that? Is there a way to improve it?
I played mainly with her the updated list.
Mm-hmm.
which didn't run the Luminion or the Palkias.
Okay, how do you feel about that? Because I feel like one Luminion is good.
Like, I'm sure it could be, a good tech card in certain instances, because I'm definitely have found myself like wearing my Iridas,
Right, right,
you
right.
know, because I kind of really need to backs it up. Um,
But yeah,
but on the
yeah,
other hand, like I can just draw into it. Like if I really need it, I can just rip the stop, and I can either regret ripping the stop,
Yeah.
like I have multiple times before.
I
Um,
feel like ripping the stop isn't necessarily a good thing. Does it run Poke Gears?
no. So I've now kind of learned with Chimpo, like I normally would want to rip the stop until like super late game when I need something.
Okay, so stop really isn't good until you've kind of thinned your deck,
Yeah.
and you kind of have a
Yeah,
good
gotten
idea of
those
what.
energies out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you have a good idea of what's going on. I don't know. I feel like ripping the stop early though, you do get your energies out, but only 8 energies in a 60 card deck. It's a tenth of the deck. You're discarding 3. I don't know
Yeah.
that you're going to hit those energies with any sort of efficiency.
Or if I need like a super late game superior.
Yeah, you can rip the stop.
I've
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like you're
I've
right.
ripped way too many stops where it'll be like Baxcalibur, Baxcalibur, Irida, and I just like I just
or it's
had
just
to
like,
stop using it.
or it's just like, hey, how about 3 Iridas in a row?
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
what about I think it's Lake Acuity, where it's fighting and water types, or Pokemon with fighting or water type energy. It's one of the two. Take 20 less damage.
Yeah.
If you're scared of this stop, maybe that'll help, because then you get a little bit of a that Shin Pao goes from 220 to now they need 240, which means a lot of Pokemon are going to have a little hard time getting there. A lot of
It would
Pokemon
definitely
now.
help against Maridon.
Yeah, well, and a lot of Pokemon right now are hitting for 230 to get those basics, to get the basic
Yeah.
EX and get the basic Vs out of there. I feel like maybe that extra 20 might help if you're scared of the stop.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think like late game, I'm not as scared as the stop. I'm scared of the stop as I am like beginning of the game. So I don't think at first I was like, yeah, I don't know why I have this in here, but yes, this last Friday, I tried using it just at the end of the game, and that seemed to work out better. So
Yeah,
I mean,
in the
it's
game
got a
stop
place
is
in
definitely
there.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe a 1-1, because you want run 2.
Hmm.
Maybe a
Mhm.
1-1 line. That way, if you get it late game, you can throw it out there.
Yeah, just no skate park.
It's kind of interesting. It's like you don't take when you are on a long trip, you don't take a stop right like in the very beginning of the game. You take it at the very end.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it, too.
Yeah.
I think those are everybody's final thoughts. I think we did a really good job. I thank everybody for coming out. We'll probably do this again next Sunday, if possible, if everybody's schedules line up. And with that, have fun. Stay safe. I love you guys. Bye.
Love you too. Bye.
No, you don't.
Oh,
That's my outro.
okay. Sorry. You want to try it? You want to do it again?
Yeah, I do, actually.
Okay.
And with that, have fun. Stay safe. I love you guys. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
God damn it, Spencer. And yeah, I am going to use your full fucking... I'm going to dox you right now.
Party of one.
Tyler, do not step in when I do it for the third time. I will disown you. You're not in the will anymore.
Oh man, I won't get my computer back.
Hey, look. All right.
He's kidding. He's kidding.
Look. I'm trying, all right? I'm trying to find money.
No, you're doing really good. I was even thinking about that earlier. I was like, man, he's like hustling. I'm like, I need to get on that crap. Like here I am, like I want to do this shit too.
Well,
You
and
know?
like,
I think you're doing great.
well, so I've put out 7 videos at this point. I put out 7 videos. and they've gone from like 8 views to 12 views to 40 views to 300 views on the Goldango, and I looked this morning, and
That's so good.
Berserker V is past the 600 view mark.
Oh my gosh, congrats. Holy crap.
So I think it's just consistency. I think it's just
yeah.
put something out when on a schedule, and you're going to be good to go. I also backlogged. I've got 2 more weeks just in the pipe, ready to go.
Yeah.
Like ready to go. And then I've also got 6 more decks that I'm going to record, so I'll have 3 more weeks on top of those 2 that are just going to be ready to go soon.
Yeah. Well, that's the name of the game. Like, you know, they like consistency, so they'll stick you in the algo more. And
exactly. Well, and that's why that's also why I want to do these, is because, like, in case I don't have the ability to throw out a new deck, or like I don't have the crystals to get a new deck started or whatever, I can use these videos to supplement and basically make it so I don't run out of decks too fast.
Yeah. For sure.
Okay. I'm going to do my outro now. We can still talk and everything, but I'm going to do my outro and stop recording.
Okay.
Anyway, guys, have fun. Stay safe. I love you.